In the quiet hush of the early morning, before the world awakens, before the noise, before the pressure, there's a sacred space waiting for you. A place where silence isn't empty, it's filled with the whisper of God. Have you ever felt like your soul was rushing ahead of you, but your heart stayed behind? This is the moment to pause. To return. Because in the stillness of dawn, you are not alone. This morning, come and dwell in the presence that never sleeps. Let your first thoughts be drenched in peace. Let your breath align with divine rhythm. This is not just the start of a new day, it's the start of a new awareness. A chance to surrender. To align. To walk into the day hand in hand with God. The sun, a hesitant blush on the eastern horizon, paints the sky in hues of promise and mystery. This morning, as you awaken to the quiet hum of the world stirring, you might feel a familiar tug, a gentle pull towards clarity, towards a deeper understanding of the path before you. Perhaps you're wrestling with a decision, a challenge looming large, or simply a yearning for a deeper connection with the divine. Or maybe, you're just feeling the weight of the world settling on your shoulders, a familiar burden that whispers doubts and anxieties in the quiet hours of the morning. This prayer is not for the perfectly poised, the unwavering, or the already enlightened. This is for the weary traveler, the one who feels lost in the labyrinth of daily life, searching for a beacon in the morning mist. This is a prayer for those moments when the whispers of doubt become louder than the quiet voice of faith. It's a prayer for the soul that yearns for a fresh start, for a renewed perspective, for a morning where the shadows recede and the light of God's love shines brightly. It's a prayer for direction, for clarity, and for the profound peace that only comes from knowing that you are not alone. This prayer is a journey into the heart of your being, a journey of surrender, of seeking, and of finding. It's an exploration of the deep wellspring of faith within, and a recognition that even in the darkest hours, God's light awaits. This isn't just another morning prayer. It's a conscious turning towards the source of all strength, a turning away from the noise and the confusion. It's a commitment to embrace the quiet moments, to listen for the whispers of the divine in the stillness of the dawn. It's about accepting the mystery, the unknown, and trusting that, in the quiet before the day unfolds, God's plan is already in motion. This is a prayer for those who need a guiding star in the vast expanse of their own lives, a prayer for those who seek not just a path, but a purpose. And in the quiet of this morning, you find the space to begin that search. Consider the quiet, unassuming dawn as a metaphor for the inner stillness we crave. This is the space where the clamor of the world fades, replaced by the subtle symphony of our own breath, our own thoughts. In this quietude, we can discern the whispers of our true desires, the subtle nudges toward a path that resonates with our deepest values. It's a time of gentle introspection, a moment to listen for the still, small voice within, the voice of intuition, of guidance, of purpose. Now, consider how this applies when you face a critical decision. Instead of being swept away by the currents of fear or doubt, you can anchor yourself in this quiet morning space. Imagine the rising sun, illuminating the path ahead, not with blinding brilliance, but with a soft, steady glow. This gentle light illuminates the obstacles, the choices, the potential pitfalls, but it also reveals the hidden potential, the possibilities that lie dormant. This is where true discernment blossoms. Furthermore, this inner stillness allows you to recognize your strengths and weaknesses, your talents, and your limitations with remarkable clarity. A clear mind, freed from the distractions of the day, can discern the subtle nuances of a problem, the hidden currents beneath the surface. This is a pivotal moment, where the seeds of wisdom are sown. Take, for example, the artist who faces a blank canvas. The initial feeling might be overwhelming, the fear of failure paralyzing. But in the quiet of the morning, the artist can engage in focused introspection, perhaps even journaling, to discover the underlying emotions, the narratives, the stories they wish to express. This quiet contemplation allows the true essence of their creativity to emerge. Building on this, the artist can then approach their work with a renewed sense of purpose, a profound understanding of what they want to convey. Consequently, this clarity isn't simply about making decisions, it's about understanding the motivations behind those decisions. By recognizing the underlying anxieties or desires driving our choices, we gain a profound understanding of ourselves. This self-awareness empowers us to make decisions aligned with our true values, decisions that resonate with our deepest sense of being. Such decisions are not just strategic choices but reflections of our souls. Conversely, without this stillness, we might be driven by fleeting emotions, superficial pressures, and external forces. Decisions are then made in a whirlwind of activity, without the careful consideration they deserve. This hurried approach can lead to regret and a feeling of being adrift. Another crucial layer is appreciating the value of patience, a virtue that often emerges from this quiet introspection. This is more than just a passive exercise. It's an active engagement with our inner world, a dialogue between our conscious and subconscious selves. It's about cultivating a quiet space within, a sanctuary where we can connect with the deep wellspring of wisdom and guidance that resides within each of us. This is the foundation upon which lasting peace and profound clarity are built. Now, consider how this applies when you face a significant life decision. Imagine a river, its current representing the relentless flow of daily life. Within that current, you encounter rapids, challenges, obstacles, and choices. Instead of being swept away by the force of the rapids, you can choose to navigate them with conscious awareness. This quiet morning reflection allows you to assess the terrain, to identify the rocks and shallows, the hidden currents. This is a proactive approach, not a passive acceptance. You're not simply waiting for the river to carry you, you're actively charting your course. In this context, imagine a seasoned sailor, not just navigating the waters but also meticulously studying the stars. They understand the constellations, the tides, the patterns in the wind. This deep understanding of the forces at play allows them to anticipate the challenges, plan their course, and adjust their sails with precision. Similarly, this morning reflection allows you to understand the subtle currents of your own life, the forces that shape your decisions, and the patterns that emerge. Furthermore, this exercise doesn't just apply to monumental life decisions. It also encompasses the smaller, daily choices. A simple choice to prioritize your time, to delegate a task, to say no to something that drains your energy, these are all acts of navigation. They are acts of choosing a path, a direction, a course that aligns with your values, your goals, and your well-being. Building on this, consider the example of a gardener tending a delicate flower. The gardener doesn't just water the plant, they observe its needs, its growth patterns, its response to the environment. In this way, the gardener nurtures not just the physical plant but also its inherent beauty, its potential. Similarly, this inner quietude allows you to understand the delicate nature of your own being, your emotional landscape, your mental state. This understanding nurtures your well-being and your capacity to handle life's challenges. Consequently, this daily practice of introspection becomes a crucial element in maintaining inner peace. It's not about avoiding challenges, it's about facing them with clarity, with intention, and with a deep understanding of yourself. Conversely, without this quiet reflection, decisions can feel arbitrary, choices impulsive, and actions reactive. This reactive approach often leads to a feeling of being tossed about by the waves of life. Another crucial layer is recognizing that this process is an ongoing journey, not a destination. Just as a sailor must constantly adjust their course, you must continually refine your understanding of yourself and your surroundings. This means embracing flexibility, adapting to changing circumstances, and remaining open to new insights. This is not about rigid planning but about responsive navigation. This is about understanding that life itself is a dynamic process. Now, consider how this applies when you face a moment of uncertainty. Picture a compass needle, wavering in a storm. The surrounding chaos, the anxieties, the doubts, the unknown, imparts a jarring instability. But within that wavering lies a crucial truth. The Earth's magnetic field, unwavering beneath the tempest, still guides the needle. Similarly, amidst life's turbulent currents, God's unwavering presence remains the constant North Star. This quiet moment of reflection allows us to recalibrate, to align ourselves with that steadfast force. It's not about eradicating the storm, but about finding our bearings within it. This, in turn, fosters a profound trust. Imagine a child, clinging to a parent's hand during a challenging journey. The child trusts the parent's experience, their ability to navigate the unfamiliar terrain. This trust isn't blind, it's rooted in the enduring bond, in the understanding that the parent's guidance will lead them safely. Likewise, in moments of uncertainty, our trust in God shouldn't waver. Our quiet reflection allows us to recognize that God's plan, though sometimes veiled in mystery, is always for our good. Furthermore, this quiet contemplation allows for a deeper understanding of the challenges themselves. Instead of viewing obstacles as insurmountable barriers, we begin to see them as opportunities for growth, as stepping stones on the path toward our purpose. A writer facing a blank page, for instance, might initially feel overwhelmed. But in the quiet of introspection, they might discover the story yearning to be told. This recognition transforms the obstacle into a catalyst for creativity. This is not about ignoring the difficulty, it's about reframing it within the context of a larger, divine plan. Moreover, this quiet time of introspection empowers us to discern between true anxieties and fabricated fears. A fleeting worry about a future project, for example, can be addressed with a calm assessment of the situation. It's about recognizing that this fear might be a symptom of the unknown, not a reflection of reality. This discernment distinguishes between the anxieties that need attention and the ones that are simply distractions. Consequently, this process cultivates resilience. Consider a sturdy oak tree, enduring relentless winds and harsh winters. Its strength isn't derived from ignoring the storm, it's from the deep roots that anchor it to the earth. In the same vein, our quiet reflection strengthens our connection to God, grounding us amidst life's storms. It's not about eliminating the turbulence, it's about deepening our roots, ensuring that we remain steadfast in the face of adversity. This introspection builds the strength and resilience needed to navigate life's challenges with grace and fortitude. Reflecting on this journey so far, we've traversed a landscape of quietude and introspection. We've explored the nuances of finding our footing in the midst of uncertainty, the subtle currents beneath the surface of daily life. It's become increasingly clear that these moments of quiet contemplation aren't merely a prelude to action, they are the very wellspring of our capacity to navigate the complexities of existence. Conceptually, this quietude acts like a still pond, mirroring the vast expanse of the universe. Within its depths, the subtle ripples of our intentions reveal the hidden currents of our souls. In this still space, we discern the path forward. The journey has presented a tapestry woven from threads of introspection, trust, and resilience. Each thread, seemingly distinct, contributes to a richer, more profound understanding of ourselves and our relationship with the divine. Like the subtle interplay of light and shadow, these threads intertwine, creating a tapestry of meaning, one that highlights the intricate design of our lives. It's a pattern of quiet contemplation leading to a more profound comprehension of the forces at play. Now, as we pivot towards the final reflection, consider this: a ship setting sail doesn't simply navigate by the wind, it charts its course by the stars. The stars, in this analogy, represent the enduring principles, the core values, the guiding truths that shape our lives. This journey has been about charting those constellations, about recognizing the constellations of our own being, and aligning ourselves with the celestial guidance that underpins our existence. This is not about escaping reality, but about engaging it with a sharper, more focused clarity. Drawing these strands together, we see a pattern emerging, a symphony of quiet contemplation, unwavering trust, and a quiet strength born from facing life's challenges. It's a symphony of quiet contemplation where the instruments of introspection, trust, and resilience converge, creating a rich harmony. The path forward, then, is not a solitary journey but a shared experience, a shared understanding of the profound connection we each have to the divine. It's a path illuminated by the light of introspection, nourished by the unwavering trust in a greater purpose, and fortified by the steadfast resilience born of faith. In light of these insights, the path forward becomes increasingly clear. It's not a path of blind faith but one of informed, conscious engagement with the universe around us. It's about listening to the whispers of our hearts, the quiet nudges of our intuition, and recognizing that these whispers, when heeded, are the echoes of the divine. This is a recognition that, amidst the chaos of daily life, there exists a quiet center, a profound peace, and an unwavering light. That light is within, and it is a reflection of the divine. As the sun ascends higher, painting the sky in a symphony of color, let us reflect on the essence of this morning's prayer. It wasn't merely a recitation of words, it was a journey inward, a quiet communion with the divine. The stillness of the dawn, the quiet whispers of our hearts, and the unwavering presence of God, these elements converge to illuminate a path toward clarity, direction, and lasting peace. This path isn't a destination but a continuous unfolding. It's not a static state but a dynamic process of listening, discerning, and acting in accordance with the guidance that emerges from within. It is a commitment to cultivate that quiet space within, that sanctuary of introspection where the whispers of our truest selves and the echoes of the divine intertwine. This is not a passive acceptance but an active engagement with life's nuances, its challenges, and its profound beauty. Think of a gardener nurturing a seedling. The gardener doesn't just plant the seed, they cultivate the soil, provide sunlight, and protect it from harm. Similarly, this prayer is not a one-time act, it's a daily cultivation of inner peace, a consistent nurturing of our connection to the divine. It's a commitment to tending the garden of our souls, allowing the seeds of faith, hope, and love to flourish. This morning's reflection, then, isn't merely a beginning but a continuous process. The true practice begins now, with each breath, each decision, each moment of quiet contemplation. It's a daily dialogue, a conversation between our souls and the divine. It's a recognition that within the ordinary moments of our lives, extraordinary possibilities reside. It's about embracing the beauty of the present, trusting in the unfolding of the future, and finding peace in the quiet understanding that we are never truly alone. Let this prayer resonate within you, a constant reminder of the inner strength you possess, the unwavering guidance available to you, and the profound connection you share with the divine. As the day unfolds, carry this quietude within you, a beacon illuminating your path, a source of strength in moments of uncertainty. Allow this profound understanding to be the foundation of your actions, the compass guiding your decisions, and the source of your enduring peace. This is the essence of finding direction, clarity, and enduring peace, not just in the morning, but in every moment of your life.